passion to win. When two school friends, Kunal, Bahl and Rohit Bansal, started a daily deals platform in 2010, little did they know that their venture would become one of the country's largest online marketplace in the future. Now, these gutsy trailblazers are an inspiration to many, and here's a peek into their story.
Kunal, Bahl and Rohit Bansal were born to be best friends.
I studied in Delhi, and then Rohit and I met at our school, which is Delhi Public School, Arkipuram. And we became the best of friends there. We used to sit next to each other, go out to have pizza at Nirula's every Friday. We used to have a great time. And then both of us went to IIT coaching classes together also in Delhi. Fortunately, Rohit got in to IIT and I did not. And so then I took a year off because I was really tired of studying.
Me and Kunal used to keep discussing business ideas even when we were in school together. Even as a kid, I had seen everyone around me, because I grew up in a business family, I had seen everyone around me doing business. And there was a little bit of, I would say, attraction towards seeing those highs and lows every day, because even my father, whenever he used to come back from work, every day he'll have a new story to tell. After which I went to IIT Delhi, did my computer science from there. And me and Kunal used to also keep discussing that once we are out of college, we'll someday start our own company.
I applied actually only to one college, which is University of Pennsylvania. And I got admitted there. And then after I graduated, while I wanted to start a company in the US, the visa regulations didn't allow that. So I joined Microsoft. And doing some marketing business development role. It was interesting, but they applied for my visa about 8-10 months into the job, and my work visa in the US got rejected. And I called up Rohit, and he and I had already been discussing some ideas, and we decided to start the company together.
Not satisfied with their jobs, Kunal, Bahl and Rohit Bansal took their first step towards entrepreneurship.
Our initial business idea was launching a coupon book, a physical coupon book where you can have offers from restaurants, etc., where you tear the coupon and show it to the restaurant and you get a 20% or 30% off. So Rohit and I would basically sit outside restaurants of Delhi in 45 degrees Celsius weather for 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes, just to meet the manager so that we could convince him or her to give us a coupon for our coupon book. It took us over a year and a half to actually launch the coupon book because we had nothing to offer. But we were very, very persistent, and over a period of time we signed up 500 merchants.
We thought that we were on to the next big thing on the planet, and I still remember that incident where we thought that the moment we launched, because we had been doing it, we'd been baking the product for last 10 months. We thought that the moment we launched, there'll be a queue outside our office to get their hands onto this. So to make sure we don't run out of booklets, we actually printed 50,000 booklets for the first version. We realized in 1 week what a big mistake it was. I think because we sold probably 6 or 7 booklets in 1 week.
That didn't deter us. Very quickly we realized that this business is not going to work, and this product is not going to work. So we pivoted and evolved the business model to start doing mobile coupons, because we said if the coupon books are perishable, let's do mobile coupons so people have just show an SMS to the restaurant and they'll get the offer, so we don't have to do print physical coupons.
But the moment we told people, okay, free trial's over now, please pay for a monthly subscription, again the business went back to near zero. And similarly we tried multiple other things for the first 2.5 years, all of which I would say had lukewarm success, not really meaningful success. And we ended up launching Snapdeal in February 2010. By this time we had gotten much wiser, at least about the speed at which you should launch businesses.
Rohit and I knew nothing about technology. The only thing we knew was how to register a domain name. But still we were able to take it live. The site wasn't that great. 50% of the transactions would fail. But our goal was that if we can get to 100 transactions a day within 3 months, this would be a supremely successful business. relative to all that we had been doing until then. And we got to 100 transactions a day within 3 weeks, and that was validation for us that that we finally hit upon something where our input is leading to proportional output.
A visit to China made Kunal Bahl and Rohit Bansal realize the scope of e-commerce product selling, and they made a daring move.
When we launched Snapdeal, it was a platform for services merchants, so restaurants, spas, salons to sell coupons. And because we had a lot of background in dealing with such merchants, we were able to build the supply side much faster than any player in that space. However, the business on the demand side was not very large. So while we had 70% market share by middle of 2011 in that space, the business itself was very small. And we went to China in end of 2011 and met with some of the large e-commerce companies there. And we realized what companies like Alibaba had created in China in terms of a platform that connects long tail of demand to long tail of supply, and hence creating a lot of value for everyone in the ecosystem.
But being to China, we realized that actually the largest and the most profitable e-commerce businesses in the world are all marketplaces, be it LATAM, China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, etc., etc. It seems that world over, marketplaces are the right and the more profitable business models. Harder to build in the early days, but over a period of time, network effects start making this business relatively easier and faster to propel. Given the similarity between India and China of fragmented nature of supply as well as relative lack of organized physical retail, this is the right business model for India. So we really came back end of 2011, huddled with our team, and thought that we'd built a great team, great brand, good consumer traction, etc., etc. This is the right thing which we should be doing.
I think the biggest challenge was just the team feeling that we were on the right track. We were changing something drastically, but we were still on the right track. I would say that was the biggest challenge. But I have to give full credit to our team where they stood by us. No one left. And everyone said, it's a big change, but we believe that this is the right thing to do. And I think it's that self-belief that in the end mattered.
Today, almost 1 lakh businesses sell their products on Snapdeal to over 3 crore users in 5,000 towns and cities.
Snapdeal as a platform is not a merchant. We're just a connecting technology between buyers and sellers. And imagine the level of efficiency the platform has brought to the country and to the businesses of these individuals, where a small Banaras sari manufacturer sitting in Varanasi can now sell his or her products to a lady sitting in Delhi or Mumbai or Chennai or any small or large city in the country. So imagine the commerce that is now getting created that never got created before. And this is just in 2.5 years. So I have a 25-year view on our business. So if I fast forward 20 years from now, imagine the amount of commerce that this online platform would be facilitating for millions of merchants in India.
Especially as the number of internet users in India is growing with the growth of mobile phones and mobile internet, we really feel we can create a significant difference to consumers' lives and many more consumers' lives. We still see that the kind of assortment we've built, although it's very large and probably the largest in the country, our journey to making sure people can get access to anything that they want to, there's still a very long way to go for us. Not only in terms of the categories that we already sell, but there are many other categories which we started experimenting with real estate, vehicles, etc., etc., etc. So into the future, we see ourselves being able to allow consumers to buy from a much wider assortment of products in far more categories.
The winners of the EY Entrepreneur of the Year Startup Award is no secret now. Congratulations to the duo at Snapdeal.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's snap our fingers for the category winner, Kunal Bahl and Rohit Bansal of Snapdeal.
In Steve Jobs' own words, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. And the EY Passion to Win series will return same time next week with yet another inspiring episode. Till then, keep watching CNBC TV 18.
Focus, ideate, innovate, enable.